gonna try this again today. Yesterday I tried to have a multi-camera setup. And my dog's whining up there. He hears me. So anyway, I'm back, and oh my god, the dog better shut up. Not a good way to start this off. I'm annoyed at that dog. Alright. So, this is my custom synth build. This is where I left off. So, basically, what I need to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you right here. I realize now, after I've gotten this thing to this point, that what I want to do is actually have these stick out to this point. So I pushed this back, and what I want to do is I want to bring these out. I want it to be about this much further, so that when you're over the top of it, you've got basically two little small stages on each side, plus a big panel here, and a big panel here, and then a panel over the top. So this is actually going to come up here about this tall. Okay, that's hopefully what we're going to get done today. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this out, and like I've mentioned before, this is just the template portion of the build, and I'm just doing this as I go, taking small measurements and whatnot. To reiterate what I talked about yesterday, if you're just coming up on this video right now for the first time, I'm building this. I hope the fans aren't a problem. It's starting to get warm. I'm building this because I had an idea to make a performance synthesizer, okay? I'm not sure how it's going to turn out yet, but what I am doing is I'm making this compatible with multiple platforms. I will reveal the platforms in which this will work. But as of right now, we're in the very early stages, and I got to get to work. So, along the way, I'm going to be cutting cardboard, taping things, maybe stapling stuff. I got zip ties, and I'm just going to get at it. If I have to leave to go feed the dog, and if I'm going to be more than 5 or 10 minutes off screen, I'm going to shut it down, because I don't think it's fair to leave people kind of like wondering where you are. Maybe I'll put a little sign right here, be right back. But right now, he's good. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to shut the door. Maybe that'll help. If I don't hear him, that's cool. He just hears me. I'm sorry about that. He needed to go to the bathroom. I should have thought of it earlier. Like I said, this is a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. I apologize. All right. You'll hear him tippy-toeing around up there. He's a greyhound. They have long claws. It's just a thing. If you have a greyhound, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. I don't know if I was saying something, but we're going to get some work done on this today. And I'm excited. I'm super excited. I'm at 96 subscribers right now. And I believe I've done a little bit of research, but I couldn't find an answer earlier that once I get to 100, I'll be able to have chats. So because I don't have chats, my email is hillbillyz35@gmail. HILLBILLYZ35@gmail. If you want to come on right now and just hang out, talk, ask questions, or whatever, hit me up with an email, and I'll throw you on the Hangout, and whatever, we can just shoot the shit. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So, get this out of the way, because I know what I'm doing as of right now. Okay. Get rid of that Hangout on there. Okay. All right. So, I've got my email pulled up. If I see anybody hit me up with an email, I'm going to hit you back. All right. I don't expect it. I don't expect anybody will even watch this, okay? Somehow, some way, I had somebody actually watch this and comment on this yesterday. So, that's cool. I'm going to be doing this anyway, whether I get viewers or not. This is for me to archive this process, and I'd love to share it. So, I'm going to go ahead and take down what I've got here real quick. And I'm probably going to put on some music in a little bit, just because I can get bored. And when I get bored, I talk. And the last thing you want is for me to start talking, because I'm like an 80-year-old man. I got nothing good to say. I don't mean that disrespectfully to 80-year-old men. My best friends in the world are old men, actually. There's a whole group of us, believe it or not. There's a whole group of us that it's me, and I'm not 80, I'm exaggerating. There's a group of us, we call it the grazing group. The grazing group. Because we graze like cows, apparently. But we meet up every other week on Wednesdays and have breakfast. And I talk to these old guys, and they're just cool. They're just cool old dudes. They're not into music. They're not into any of the similar stuff that I am. But one thing we all have in common is we've all been down really dark places. And we've all gotten to a point in our lives where we want to do better for ourselves. Okay? So, yeah. I'm a friend of Bill and Bob, if you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, then don't worry about it. All right. So the music industry can be tough on people who are friends of Bill and Bob, but I'm finding my way. So, having said all that, I'm going to keep plugging away. Bill Wilson. of course, I didn't gather up all my supplies. When I started this, I was kind of watching my buddy, who was live a bit ago, Polypopo. And so I kind of got distracted with my own thing because I was ready to go, and then I saw him up, and I couldn't not watch him because he just got a new piece of gear. He got a new synthesizer. So I had to watch him do his thing. There's a few of us, guys. You know, there's a few of us out here working together. If you're interested, I just gave you my email. If you're working alone and you want to work with good people, there are good, honest people on YouTube. So I am one of my subscribers. I also subscribe to him. Actually, I don't even want to say his name because you know, he might not want that stuff publicized. But anyway, he has a lot of subscribers and he's quite well known. Just not even on YouTube, just, you know, he's in the music industry and has been for a long time. But he had this video once where he was talking about relationships. And I just so happened to see his video at a time where I made a philosophy change. You know, YouTube is one of those things where it's so unpersonal that you kind of forget that these are people that actually have a home and they have a life, they have kids and wives and husbands and all this stuff. And I just decided one day that I was going to stop worrying about the results and just try to make good relationships with people. 9.5 by 3. 9.5 by 3. So that came at the same time that I decided I was no longer going to worry about the fact that nobody was watching my videos and that I felt like nobody cared about anything I had to say. You know, I was doing it for the wrong reasons. Where's my knife? And when you do things for the wrong reasons, it ends up coming back one way or another and, you know, disabling you. And that's what happened, you know? It's not like I was a bad person. I just worried too much, you know? And my self-esteem was tied to how many people did or didn't watch my videos. I mean, maybe I'm being a little bit dramatic by saying my self-esteem was affected, but it definitely was, you know, something that would affect my mood. You know, I could be perfectly fine and then go and check on my channel or whatever and see that, you know, I had 10 views, which is nothing wrong with 10 views, but I had put so much work into my video that I just assumed that if I put more work into them and did a better job editing and stuff, that would make a difference. And it didn't. So I had to switch it up. I had to say, you know what? I'm just going to worry about the people now and stop worrying about, like, basically, like, I was worried about people that I didn't even know. And I was worried about people that didn't even know I existed. Why am I going to worry about that? And at times I still have that. I still deal with that stuff. Because when you come from a place where you know, you've been through a lot, you know, addiction is real, you know, like substance abuse. There is definitely a you know, a component to it that is passed down from your family, and so, you know, I wonder if this will fit on the front. A bit high. Let's see. I just got tired of worrying what other people thought all the time. And there's nothing healthy about that. So I started this group called Rat Bags Music. It's on the verge of being a full-fledged business at this point. And we're close. And I want to attract even more people that want to be a part of something real. How big was that? 2. I'm going to call it 2 1/4. Wait, was it 2? Yeah. Sorry, my eyes are really bad. Really, really bad. And it's not anything that glasses can correct. We'll get into that, I'm sure. But, yeah, this is actually going somewhere right now. So, if you want to go on Facebook and look for Rat Bags Music Group on Facebook, everything that we're doing right now is new and it's fresh. So, you know, you gotta like take that into consideration. But I don't know, like 6 or 7 of us now, maybe more. We got different levels to it, you know. My partner is Polly Popo on YouTube. And why is he my partner? Well, he's my partner because I knew him before I knew anyone else. And he was one of the dudes that when I started thinking about YouTube in a different way, he was one of the people I reached out to in a real way. Not in a way where I was trying to gain something out of the relationship. I just reached out and said, "What's up, man? I really like what you're doing." I'll be honest, man. Like, I used to see Polly's videos at first, and I was like, "Damn, man, what are you trying to say?" And I tell him this stuff too. I wouldn't say anything that I wouldn't tell him. But for whatever reason, I kept watching his videos. They weren't the greatest quality. He's got one camera angle, no edits, no cuts, no music, nothing. It's just a dude talking. just like what I'm doing right now, actually. And he made me watch him. So I reached out, and I was on vacation. I was actually in Florida, and he did a video on something, and I let him know, hey, I had the same kind of issue with the MPCX. Let me talk to you sometime, or hit me up sometime, and we'll talk about, how to fix a problem or whatever it was. I don't even remember what the subject matter was now. But yeah, he hit me back, and then I left him my email, and he got back to me. We started texting, and yeah, that was pretty much that. Ever since then, we pretty much talk. Yeah, we do. We talk every day, and along with the other Rap Bag members, we got Dave. Dave's a house musician, house music producer. And Dave used to own his own record label at one point in time. Man, I made this too big. Of course. And Dave's cool, man. Dave's real cool. He's like your drunk uncle, but he's not drunk. He's just fun. We got Vinny, Special Nobodies. Check them out. Check these guys out, man. Check them out on YouTube. They all got channels. They're all doing their thing. Special Nobodies. Marianne's new to the group. She's a folk singer. And this is what I mean. Like, we don't discriminate. We just want to make good music. And we want to collaborate. She's a folk singer. She does folk music. And I love that. I took one of her songs, and I chopped it up on my MPC and did my own kind of thing with it. And she was cool with that. Some people might be offended or whatever, but and I realized after the fact that I should have asked if it was okay. But yeah, so she's new to the group, and we got another guy that reached out to me a few days ago. And his name's Quincy. He goes by K. Ares. And he's on YouTube. And he's going to be putting out his first video in a while real soon. So you'll have to look out for that. And this is what I want to do, is I want to help people achieve things that are like it's easy to let something silly get in the way of you fulfilling what you want. Like, it was so silly for me to let the fact that I didn't have as many viewers as I hoped. It's silly that stopped me from making videos. Because the only way you get viewers is by making more videos. So that's kind of a never-ending cycle if you don't figure it out, Gotta figure it out. And I'm here to tell you, man, or woman, that we're here. Speaking of that, I had a conversation, short, brief, maybe 5-word, interaction with somebody, and I'd like to give them a little credit because what they're doing is really, really cool. I think her name is Inky Blue. Checking out videos, and I thought, like stupid me, that this person was a dude. I don't know why I did that. but I did. I make a lot of assumptions, and you know what assumptions stands for. And it sure did. You know, if you don't know, assumptions are something that make an ass out of you and me. At least that's what I was always told. And yeah, I pretty much felt like an ass because I was like, yo, man, I really like what you're doing. They politely said, think about it. Inky Blue has pink hair. Before I keep saying Inky Blue, let me make sure that that's what they go by. Because I don't want to mess it up. I really liked what she was doing, though. She had a couple synthesizers. She was doing her thing, you know. Let's see. Yeah, Inky Blue. Real cool. Real cool, the stuff. I met another guy earlier today. You know, I don't know if he'll see this or not, but I think his name was, I think it was Left Mono. Is that what it was? Left Mono. These are all people that I think, yep, Left Mono. So these are all people I think that you guys should check out, you know, because they're doing something different and they don't have a huge following yet, and they will. So you should really get on board before, you know, I feel like if you wait, you know, somebody might be too busy to respond back. So you kind of got to get with people when they're still kind of new and fresh and like when they haven't really been tapped into yet. And you know, that's what Rat Bags is. Rat Bags is a group, and we're new. We're the ones that nobody wanted. Okay? Alright, I gotta tape this side down because this thing keeps moving on me. And I was surprised that anybody watched me build this stupid box yesterday. You know, I was really surprised because, you know, this is not for everybody, and I know that, but I watch it because I'm like, dude, you're doing what? You're building what? But we're getting somewhere. And I'll probably have to cut this one too. A little bit. So these are just a few of the people that I watch on YouTube. And we just support each other. The ones that I mentioned before, the current Rat Bag members, if you want to get in on this, now's the time. Our website's going to be up and running soon. And you know what? If not for anything else, just come and be a part of something where you're not going to be judged and where you're going to be supported regardless of what you do. Because those are the conditions. You want unconditional support, then you have to give it. That's it. You don't need to do anything else. We're making sample packs on a daily. I got to get this done, my little video here today, because I've got other stuff to do. I got to make some sample packs. for another guy. I'm working on a joint album right now, and that'll be coming soon. And this guy is an amazing producer. He really is. Really, really, really good. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited about what his style and what my style is going to come out with. Because I'm a sound and synthesizer nerd to the core. But I like gangster rap and I like hip hop. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm a white dude from Maine. I get it. But I'm the trashiest white dude from Maine you'll ever meet. And that's, when it comes to hip hop, that's a good thing. You know, I grew up in a trailer park, all that, and I know what it's like to wish you weren't. All right. Okay, I better make these the same width. Okay. There's nothing wrong with the trailer park either. But when I was there, I didn't want to be. And I think a lot of times that's what hip hop is about. It's about expressing what you don't like about things, you know? It's about, you know, a lot of times it's just about who can be the most disrespectful or who can be the most gritty or the hardest or whatever. Who can hurt your feelings the worst, you know? And I'm not just a hip hop guy, like man, that looks really different than the other side. I like all electronic music. Hey, honey, I'm live. Yeah. You good? Good. Yeah. Do you want me to put you on speaker? Do you want me to? All right, I'll put you on speaker. Okay. You can ask me. You can, since you were in my last video, you can say hello to the peeps. Oh, let me turn you up. I'm gonna turn you up a little bit. Hold on. All right, try it now.
Hi, everyone. I've been at work day today. I didn't even realize I was live yesterday, Cody. I was kind of in zombie mode.
Yeah, she came live yesterday and she didn't know it. She did after the fact, but so this is my wife Charmaine. She'll be headed. I think. Are you headed home?
Almost. I was going to ask you what you were thinking of for dinner.
For dinner. Good question. I'll have to think about that in a little bit.
So the answer is nothing.
I hadn't thought about it yet.
Right. I was thinking of making pizza.
Okay. I mean,
I'm gonna go pick up some stuff now. I was gonna make it if you weren't gonna make it. Naomi home?
No. My daughter's, that's my daughter Naomi, but she's not home. But if you grab the pizza stuff, I'll make it.
Alright. I'm just gonna get that big pita bread that we saw the other day.
Oh yeah, that'll be good.
As long as it's not moldy.
Yeah, well, you never know. It's coming from a kind of sketchy place.
Non-chain supermarket that doesn't have half of the letters.
Yeah, I was just talking about kind of grimy stuff, and this is definitely in that realm. This place, they have a whole meat cooler, and there's 4 packages of meat in the whole cooler.
It's one of those things where you have to pick up stuff and like dust it off.
Yes, like that. It's not the place where you want to buy your dog food, but we buy our dog food there.
Yeah. Dog food. And it has like a strange assortment of international foods that have no actual.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Any one country, just kind of.
I'm sure that like people in the city probably call this place like a bodega.
Bodega implies some kind of culture.
Well, there is an there's like an Indian guy that owns it, or Pakistani guy, or whatever.
Yeah, Indians and Pakistanis don't have bodegas.
Oh, okay.
I think that's Spanish. That's why it's not a bodega. It's like the worst of all worlds.
Oh, okay. Well, it tells you how much I know.
And they'll have like American food that has like writing from a different language on it. So it'll be like a mouse star, but it'll be written in like Arabic or something.
Right.
So I'm about to go there. I don't have a face mask at this time, but I should be okay.
All right, well.
They sell bait. This is so weird.
Say that again?
They sell bait.
Oh, they sell bait?
Worms and crawlers.
Oh, that's funny.
There's only two sections. One part is for bait, the other part is for human consumption.
Yes, that I agree with.
Alright, I'll see you later.
Okay. Let's bite. Alright, guys, so that's my wife. I just had this idea. Let me see. I only have 4 of these. Alright, I just had this idea to cover this real quick. Because I don't like how there's a seam. I know this is just for fun. Not for fun, but this is the template. But it has this seam right here. And I also need to be able to map out things on this. So it's actually a really good idea to go ahead and cover this thing. So my wife is awesome. She's extremely supportive of the rat bag community. She's encouraging this build. Not a lot of wives would encourage this. I'll be straight up. I mean, I'm very lucky. Very lucky. Very, very lucky man. And I feel blessed and humbled to have good friends. And to have anyone that wants to watch me do this. I just find it like amazing. Every day. And I just want to keep making more and more videos if I have stuff to share. I don't want to just do a video because I hadn't done one in a while, you know? I mean, that's fine, but I want to have stuff to share all the time. There's that. Alright, I need to do this, which is what I did yesterday. Make a bunch of these. You know what? When I do this again, tomorrow or whenever, one thing I can do is rip up a bunch of tape. This is not the part that people want to see. Oh, this tape is so much better. I'm just going to go ahead and make a bunch of this stuff when I need it. Okay. even gonna cut that off. I'm just gonna tuck it under. And then pull it down. Uh-oh. I think it's time for me to throw on a little bit of music because I don't like it when it gets super quiet. I mean, I don't mind it, but I'd much rather have something to listen to. I think my Bluetooth is on. Oh, it is now. Which one is it? This one? No, it's so many Bluetooth things. I can never remember which. I went through all that tape pretty quick. So doing this live changes the way you move. You know, it kind of reins you in. So that noise was somebody messaging me or messaging the Rat Bag group. What we do is you get in touch with us, or me, actually, and we'll chat. And then if you're about what we're about, then we'll add you to the group. We'll make you a Rat Bag member, or, you know, if you want to be, you know, at least be part of the community. That's what we're doing out here. We're just trying to support each other. We're all doing different things. We need more artists, you know. We need sculptors and painters. We need, you know, anybody that can, you know, that can add something to the group artistically. Maybe it's your editing. Maybe it's your video editing. You know? You're great at editing videos. That could be a huge asset. And you just want to be a part of a group, you know? And in return, you know, maybe for your videos, whatever videos you do, maybe you need some music. So I'll make you some original music for your video. Or you want an intro that you can play on all your videos. And if I can't do it, or I don't use the style that you want, we got other members that can fill the need. You know, I might not be your cup of tea. That's okay. Somebody in our group is going to do what you like. We've got a guy that plays guitar. We got a boom bap guy. I'm more on the synthesizer slash kind of, you know, dark kind of hip hop. There's a place for everybody. People say I'm trapped, which is funny because my style hasn't changed in 10 years. And trap is a new genre, a new style, you know. But whatever, it's cool. I don't want to play that message on my iPhone because it'll come through the speakers. And I don't know if that's wanted. So, I'm going to play it through my other iPad first. Yeah, iPad, man. iPad has come a long way with music apps. They really have. somebody might be trying to tell me something about this video, you know? Maybe you can't hear me. Which would be nice if somebody told me. All right. Wow, this iPad is struggling. I'm just gonna have to pull it up on here. All right, here we go.
Just got done looking at that picture you sent me. It was, I think it's super dope, man. Get another mood for each year, Brandon. Fill that shit out. It's beautiful that you have that keyboard with the CV capabilities. That's super cool. Buy on that shit. I would have to run mine through the back of the end.
Oh, that's old. I don't know. It seems working right. This iPad, not okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, that was Dave. That was Dave. I don't know if he knew he was on Marco.
Click back to that damn screen where I can see the incoming text. I don't have like live feed.
All right. Nothing about this video, so that's cool. Oh, all right, so next step. Now I got this all stuff white line. What I'm gonna do, is I'm going to add this box. Okay, this box is gonna be like about something like this. It may have to be brought up some. So now I'm not using this whole thing. But this is the point is to use about this much of it, about like this. Yeah, and like I said, I may have to raise this up. I'm not sure yet, but let's see. Okay. So the side view looks like this. And I know this is, you're going to have to use your imagination a little bit here. Okay. So there'd be another keyboard here, okay, like this. This is the way this is designed. All right. Now tell me that isn't going to be badass. Okay. This is going to be raised up a little. This whole thing is going to come up a little bit somehow. I'm going to have to bring it up. This will be up about like this because there'll be cords going underneath. So I may just have to add just a tiny bit of material to bring this all up a little bit. But that's okay. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and add the box up top. And the purpose of this is to make a spot for this to be about like this. So, how I'm going to do that is I'm going to measure this. I want this to be about like that. So, I want to go at least 1.5 inches above. So I'm going to say right now it's at 6 inches. So I'm going to say 8 inches to this point here. So I'm going to make it 8 inches by the length of the box, which is 38. So that's what I'm about to do now. I'll go ahead and move this. 8 by 38. I wish I had some more regular old white paper, but I don't. I'll get some. I got lined paper all over. Probably. So I need to do this the way that I'm doing it. You know, I know this is a bit methodical and tedious and time-consuming, but I'm hoping that what you're watching is the birth of a rat bag performance instrument that will be available for sale. You know, and each one will be hand built, and each one will be customized to the person's setup. So in this case, I'm building it to be compatible with all the platforms that I need. I'm designing it to fit all platforms that I need. In other words, laptop, MPCX, MS-20, iPad, laptop, MS-20, MPCX. I'll be really lucky if I can make this straight. I don't even have anything long enough. I do out in my garage. Of course, I got every tool known to man out there that I don't want to leave. So, I'm going to use this. Yeah, that'll work. That's how you do it. real worried about the back side of it. I just want to kind of get it straight. And I'll say it once again, this is complete rough draft. This is to try to troubleshoot the things that I can before it matters. Because there's going to be a point where I have really expensive wood and I don't want to make a mistake and make it cost me more than what it needs to cost. If this is going to be a business, I can't waste money in a stupid way, you know? Okay. I'm actually thinking I'll put it like this. Okay. Now I do need to go up a little bit before I put this on. I can see that. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I just thought of a way to do it really easily. I'm gonna go up to 9 inches. Mm-hmm. 9 by 5. Okay, 9 by 5. Let's see. The star of the show will be here soon. It's my wife. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go up to this point. It's more like 9 1/4. Sometimes you just gotta go with what seems right. Sometimes you're led to places in life. I know this is a lame example of that, but one time, okay, so man, I don't know if I want to get into all this, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Okay, there's higher powers, right? Like, is there God? I don't know, but I sure as hell know that I am not the highest power. And that's kind of what I go off of. I'm going to switch this camera angle. Uh-oh. lost you guys. Now there's nobody watching this. It don't matter. Alright, cool. So yeah. I know I'm not the highest being on this planet. Not even on this planet. On this in this realm, I am not the highest being. And it came to me in one of the weirdest ways. And this is really lame, but this is my story, okay? So, I was living in the homeless shelter. Nothing against the homeless shelter. There's nothing wrong with the homeless shelter. Absolutely, it was. I share my experiences with people because I don't want you to feel like you're alone. Okay. I was living in a homeless shelter, and I needed to get to an appointment, and I was on foot, so I'm taking public transportation. I needed to get to this appointment at a certain time, and at the time, that's my dog. At the time that I was trying to get to this appointment, it was after the bus did their last route. Okay, like I knew for sure, like I wasn't gonna make my appointment. I need more than that. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let's see what happens. I'm just gonna wing it, and whatever. Hopefully, I get there. I just did what I needed to do. I put one foot in front of the other. That's it. Okay? So, I get on public transportation, and I get dropped off. And there's like whatever it's called, a transfer. And I look at my watch, and it's like 10 minutes past the last bus route. Okay? So I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I'm just gonna walk up there anyway. So I get up there, and the bus happened to be 10 minutes late, or 12 minutes late. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna get there? Whatever. The bus comes around the corner, picks me up. Okay. And I was like, wow. Public transportation is never late. Never. So I get on the bus, and I proceed to the next stop. Now I needed to get to my doctor's appointment at a certain time, and I was like, basically just knowing that I wasn't going to make it, but just going through the motions anyway. And I get to the next stop, and they had a problem transferring bus drivers. So I ended up getting on the second bus as well. And I made it to my appointment, and I was late, slightly late, but I explained to them, I know I'm a little bit late, but I'm here. Somehow I got here. And the doctor somehow hadn't left yet. It was the end of the day, and I was seen. And there's more to that story. Okay, there's a lot more to that story. With the doctors and all that, and what I found out, and all that. Maybe a different day. But basically, I made it to my appointment when I shouldn't have, because everything was telling me that I wasn't going to make it on time. Everything was telling me that there was no way to go. Like, there was a point in my life when I was married. Nothing against my ex-wife, but it didn't work out. And I was in a really unhealthy state of mind. And if it would have been that at that point in time in my life, when I had that unhealthy state of mind, I just would have said, F it. I'm not going to this appointment. I'm just going to miss it. And that would have had huge consequences. So my story is that sometimes you don't know what you're supposed to do. You just do the next thing that looks right. You know? You just do the next thing that's in your way, or the next thing that seems the most natural course of action. It doesn't have to be the thing that is going to affect you the most or whatever, but basically, you just got to do the next right thing for you. And when you do that, it's weird how things work out. I mean, it's really weird how things work out. Now, like I said, I'm not the highest being, so I just go by that, you know. You know, people call their higher power God, and they call their higher power whatever, you know. I just know that I'm not it. And that makes it easier for me to digest. Because, you know, I'm the type of person that wants to see it. If I can't see it, then I can't believe it, you know? And that's really close-minded. And I don't want to be like that. I want to believe in something. I want to believe that there's things that can happen that you have no control over. And they're both good and bad. So one crazy thing that happened yesterday, got off my live feed. There's a few of you out there who may watch this, may not, probably not. But if you're my friend, if you know me and we chat, I told you what happened yesterday. So I'm in my kitchen and I'm with my wife and I'm just chatting with my wife about random stuff or whatever. You know, we're making dinner. And from behind me, I heard my own voice. Okay? I heard my own voice from behind me. I turned around and then I looked back at my wife. I said, "Did you hear that?" And she got this look of terror on her face, like, "Yeah? What was that?" And it kept going. So we both got closer to the microwave. And the microwave was speaking, okay? And the weirdest part about that is it was me, my voice. And it was from a conversation that I had with my wife about 3 months ago. I'm not making this up, guys. So I tore my microwave apart because that was some of the weirdest stuff that's ever happened in my life. Okay? Man, I should have put that on the inside. Damn. Actually, it don't matter. So I pull off the cover and I'm looking at it and yep, there's a speaker inside of the microwave. Maybe somebody can tell me why. Why there's a speaker inside the microwave, other than the fact that it beeps. Okay, I get it. Microwaves beep. That's not a big deal. Okay, but why is the speaker like 2 inches in diameter? It's huge. To make a beep? And like I said, that's not even the weirdest part. The weirdest part that it recorded, my microwave recorded my voice 3 months ago and played it back randomly yesterday. If you can explain that, I would really appreciate it. But once again, I don't need an explanation to know that there's stuff out there that happens that you have no control over, and it's okay. You kind of just have to let things happen in your life and then just move on. I get over things really quickly. Other people don't get over things as quickly as I do, so I try to help them, you know. I try to help them get over the things that are bothering them. I mean, for instance, my wife was terrified. She was terrified. She was literally terrified. She made me stay upstairs with her because she was so scared. She heard my voice come out of the microwave. Yeah, that shit really happened. You know what's funny too? I could have led with that on this video, but it's like I already know that there's stuff out there that I can't explain. So to me, it's like, yeah, of course. Yeah, that stuff's gonna happen. You know? One of the guys that I'm now friends with says to me the most obvious thing, dude, there's other dimensions out there. Yeah, there's other dimensions out there. Appreciate that. Yeah, there is, you know? There really is. It's just a belief, you know? Crazy as it is. I feel there is other dimensions out there. I'm getting somewhere with this, guys. We're about to throw this box on here. And hopefully it doesn't just fall over immediately, which it may. I really need to staple this stuff, or I really need to put a zip tie through these, because these are going to support more of the weight of this box. But you know, I'll keep going back to the point that this isn't permanent. I mean, this is all just basically just, you know, a huge template. All right. Now, I'm not sure if I should go up like this or like this. Yeah, actually, you know what? I like that. I'm just going to trim this piece off. I need more white paper. Man, my area is such a mess right now. This is not like me. I am OCD to the core. And this is killing me to have such a mess here, but I only got so much time in the day. I'm still trying to make some sound packs today. So, you want a sound pack? Hit me up. All I ask is that you use my sound pack in one of your videos and you just either mention where you got it or put it in the description, you know? That's all I ask. At some point, these sound packs will be monetized. So, at this point, they're not. I'm not saying I'm going to give everybody free sound packs, but if you're, you know, if you're my associate or you're part of my group or whatever, and you want profit sounds, who doesn't want profit sounds? Or you want some other gritty analog stuff? I'll send you some. You want some electron sounds? Man, this is not working. I even got this Ovation KS rack. I got the Rev 2, Profit 6, get the Deep Mind, Sledge, Yeah, I'm done with that. It's taking too much time. That's ugly. Hit me up, and I will get you some sounds. That about like that. Oops. Are we actually getting somewhere? I don't know. Are we? It's cool. I mean, I know it's just cardboard, but I'm starting to see what's going on. Wait till it's all white. You're really going to be able to see what I'm talking about here. You know, you might be one of those people that have to see it to understand what I'm doing. This is going to be amazing. Trust me. No, you don't trust me. You don't know me. But I'm telling you right now, this is going to be amazing. Some pretty cool stuff. But nothing that is going to be like this. This is going to be badass. Yeah, I'm going to use a 90s term. Badass. Who's trying to be cool anymore anyway? Not me. I stopped being cool the day I was born. My buddy Paulie would be laughing at me right now. Paulie! Where are you, man? Must be working. You're not blowing up my phone. This might not work like this. I didn't leave a lot of room for the synth to fit, but we're about to find out. It's got a little lean. It's alright. It's cool. Man, I want some more white paper right now. I want to put some more white paper on this. Maybe I can find some, but I really need to see what this is going to look like. Oh my goodness, you guys. You seen it yet? Oh man, do I have it on? Oh no. We're good. We are nowhere special right now, okay? A lot of work that needs to be done. But I want you to see where I'm going with this. Yeah, without the white paper, it really doesn't do it justice. Let me see if I've got something. Oh. Okay. Interesting. So, when I built my setup, when I built all that stuff over there, I drew it out the same way before I built it. Okay? Just to show you. This is what I wanted it to look like from overhead. And I just found this right now. And if you look, how I do things, you know? Just thought I'd share that. But I think I found some paper. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the back of some of this other stuff. Because I want to see what it's going to look like myself, you know? I need to have a little bit of closure on the day as far as what I've accomplished. Because it can be hard to really see, you know? A lot of people have a hard time with that. Okay, my dog is going a little bit nuts. That must be because my wife is on. And that's what I'm guessing. Okay. Dang, dude. Relax. Oh, he's probably hungry. He's just a little greyhound, I promise. He's just a little 80-pound greyhound. Check that up. Now this is where OCD can be a mother. Okay. But it also can make things really great. I don't know. Maybe this will inspire somebody else to take on a project that they've been wanting to do for a long time. I love doing these kinds of projects. I mean, why I am, I will create because I'm a creator. I like to make things. I like to make things. I like to, I like to inspire. I like to be inspired. Not everything is good. Not everything is bad. And if you mess up, put more tape on it. That's what I'm doing right now. We are almost to that point, guys, where I'm done for the day. I know you're sad. Uh-oh. I'd like to see what my wife says when she sees it. Because usually, if she likes something, it's usually pretty good. And I just heard that fall. For sure. And it's disappeared. It's gone. Yeah, whatever. Press the microwave, talking to me. Now stuff just vanishes completely after I just heard it hit the ground. Guess I'll have to watch the video back to see where it went. Anyway, alright. Okay. That's a little better, I guess. That didn't take much time. Ooh. The lighting is too much. this one piece of paper ended up just too short. Come on. I just wanted to avoid that, and I did again. Alright, that's good enough. And I don't like that. I don't like how it's stuck. Alright, well, I think we're good for the day. Alright, let's see if I can pull this back up. So the lighting is not really good to really give you an idea of what this is, but let's see. Can I pull up the Hangout right now? Let's see. I got that. Okay, turn off. Microphone. Okay, lighting's a little bit better here with this phone. So at least now you can see where we're going. Okay. And the white paper just represents white paint. Yeah, this is going to be so cool. So I can just envision sitting at this thing. So, there is a lot still to do, but that's good enough. Maybe I can switch this back over to this guy. Now, it's really hard to get a good shot of this, but okay. So you get that guy. Now this is going to be a little bit of the reveal right here because, you know, I want to show you guys where I'm going with this. So you got this guy here, right? Got this guy right here. You got this guy right here. You got this guy. This guy. Okay. So something like that. That. Right there. And right there. Okay? So all I have is this. Now. But as you can see, I'm making room. Okay? I'm making room. And this is going to be completely compatible with this MS-20. Maybe I'll have a sequencer up here, an SQ1 up here, probably a reverb, some sort of reverb pedal or something up here, some Eventide piece or something, maybe a looper over here, not sure yet. But I'm open to suggestions. Also, this I'll be able to mix everything on the fly. And, you know, this is going to be a real live performance tool. Analog, live performance tool. One thing I did want to go ahead and show you. I got this weird shadow. Where the hell am I getting a shadow from? I guess I keep getting in my own way. But if you take this out, because not everybody has an MS-20. But you still got your live performance hub, okay? Then look what just so happens to fit right in there. Is that coming in? Not really. The MPCX is so dark. So yeah, imagine that, huh? Imagine that with all these all over here with this guy in the middle. Yeah. There's many more layers to this, but I don't want to give it all away at once. It's going to be compatible with multiple platforms. And if I can just get this light to stay, I will be so happy. So yeah, this thing is going to be compatible with multiple platforms. So I'm really excited. This, you know, as I'm looking at this box, the box looks terrible. Okay, I get it. But you have to look at it for what it is. Its potential. Its potential landing spots for devices. From iPads to Volcas to whatever. You name it. You name it, it can work. All right, guys. Long video. Hope you enjoyed any of it. If you did, like and subscribe to my channel. I'm at 96 subscribers right now. To all of you subscribers who watched all this and didn't know what you were watching, again, I apologize. This is for sound nerds, synth nerds, gearheads, stuff like that. So I'm going to continue on this build on another video, but probably in the next video. Well, before my next video, I'm going to clean this up and make this kind of a little more, a little more pleasant to look at. And then in the next video, we'll go ahead and finish mapping this stuff out. And we'll go ahead and put the stuff where it's supposed to go visually. And then we're going to get to ordering parts and pieces. It's going to be fun. Going to be routing wires. Going to be adding devices. Buying wood. Building this thing. So I got investors, so I got to show them something. And this is what I'm doing. So, all right, guys. Have a good night. And I'll catch up with you on another video. I got sound packs to make. Hit me up. Check my email. It's in the video. Peace out, guys.